Hi, welcome to Module 9, the Dear Mary letter. This is my favourite. This is the original one. This is the most popular tool we have, the most popular framework, and this is the one which really started everything, the Dear Mary letter. This is the one thing that if you could only do one thing in your work with me or anything you have to do with me, I'd get you to do the Dear Mary letter, because this is the one thing that leaves the greatest value emotionally for the people in your life. This is where you get the opportunity to say all the things that you'd never want left unsaid. So let's move into here. Now, I've just put this up so you know you can pause at any stage after each of the slides or after each of the sections here. Just press the pause button on this video so you can fill out the document as best you can. And remember, in this area here, you can use this form. You can record a voice recording, which I've done a few times when I've done my Dear Mary letters, or you can use a video and record what you'd like to say, those that are left behind, by video. Totally up to you, but certainly there's a workbook here for you to download, and go ahead and use that. Now, our objective today is for you to complete some heartfelt instructions for your loved ones, to make things easier for them when you are not around. And as I said before, this is the time for you to make sure there's nothing left unsaid. So all the things that you'd like to say to your spouse, your children, those important people in your life, this is the framework here you can use to make sure that all the things you'd like people to know, things that are coming from your heart, you've got the opportunity to get them down so that when you're gone, people can have something to hang on to. And I'm just going to tell you from life experience here, the number of times I've run into people where they continually listen to the last voice message from whoever has been deceased. They keep playing over and over the voice message. People love to have something that you've left behind just for them. So please take this seriously. This is just so valuable. Okay, now that you have the opportunity, what final messages, wishes, or advice do you have for your loved one? So here we are. This is, you can call it what you like, the Dear Mary letter, the Dear Tom, the Dear Peter. It's your letter to your spouse, to your children, to your loved ones. In some ways, we call it the executor's agenda. You can leave all your instructions, all the things that you'd like to say behind. So let's move into the first page here. And this is where you probably need to hit the pause button after I just read these few things out. This is your opportunity to say things such as, my favourite memories are, you're special to me because, places I'd like you to visit, things I'd like you to do, please tell the kids, please tell my family, and my advice to you would be, this is your chance, all the things you'd want to leave to make life easier. In a lot of ways, this is your opportunity to tell those you love that once the grieving period's over, it's okay to let go as well. So take the pause button now and write down, just write freely, write all the things you'd like to say. Now, this can become a very emotional exercise, so don't let that worry you. I've had grown men ring me and abuse me for making them cry by doing this page. I've had phone calls in the middle of the night from someone a long way away saying, you bugger, you're making me cry by making me fill this out. So just let it go, all the things, and it's going to be emotional, but you know what, it's just going to be so valuable for the person that's reading this when you're not here. They will cling to this, so good luck. Okay, what else would you like your spouse and your children to know? So I've put a section here called the Legacy Ideal, which is, what financial outcomes would you like for those that you've left behind, for your loved ones? Do you want them to have a house, a deposit for a home, an income stream? It just gives you the opportunity to start thinking and writing down financially what are the outcomes that would be important to them. If, for example, you have children that have special needs, what assets would you want to make sure are locked up to make sure those children are taken care of? If you have children that have gambling problems, drug addictions, or just problems full stop with money, or a spouse with problems with money, this is your opportunity to talk about the structure to make sure the money doesn't run out and you can still provide what you'd want for those people in the most efficient possible way. Great. The next section is the Legacy Maximizer. So This is your opportunity. What do you need to do to fund your ideal legacy? All that you've talked about in the previous page, now we talk about the nuts and bolts and say, okay, what would you like to do? And I've just given some examples here for your spouse. Do you need to set up a family trust? Do you need to take out some life insurance to maximise your legacy, to keep all the promises that you've made? For your children, what do you want to have left behind, and what protection do you want around that money for your children? For your business partners, do you have insurance around key people? Do you have a buy-sell agreement? Do you have insurance for the business debts and so on? Have you looked at all the tax implications of transferring the business to your business partner if something were to happen to you? And also, have you set up trust for grandchildren, education funds, all those sorts of things? So just write down everything you can to make sure your legacy is maximised. And legacy maximisation doesn't just mean money. How can you leave the greatest footprint for those that you love and those that you care for? Let's just press the pause button again here. Okay, you've made some great progress. Congratulations on completing the worksheets. Make sure you get a copy of them, scan them up and send them to us if necessary. And you've done a fantastic job. This, as I said, is probably one of the most important parts of the whole process, the Dear Mary letter. Congratulations on doing this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next module. Have a great day.